Welcome to part 3, integrated parasite management. Here we'll discuss different management options that are available to manage parasites in an integrated way. Integrated parasite management can be thought of in terms of environmental management practices as well as animal management practices. From an environmental standpoint, we can manage our grazing systems. We can manage the height at which we graze our forages to, our rotational grazing systems and how often we move those animals. We can think about our stocking rate and density, how many animals we're putting in a given area for a given period of time. We can also think about our forage type that we're utilizing and increase in the amount of tannin-containing forages that we're utilizing. Multi-species grazing can also be a strategy that can be utilized to minimize our parasite challenges, and supplementation rates can be considered as an alternative as well to assist in those animals and their ability to respond to that parasite infection. From an animal side, we can use targeted selective treatments. By only treating those animals that need treatment, we retain what we call a refugia population, and our dewormers might maintain a greater level of effectiveness. We can also use combination treatments, and this is now the most recommended practice. By utilizing combination treatments, we can more effectively treat those animals that need treatment with that biochemical means. We can also utilize copper oxide wire particles, and these are safe to be used in sheep as well. And then genetic selection can be a great tool to be integrated into our parasite management plan. So we want to choose several tools for our parasite management toolbox. A combination approach is best, utilizing multiple strategies from the list provided and incorporating them into a common management system. Combine environmental approaches with animal-based approaches and develop a system that targets that parasites from multiple angles. For example, you could select sheep for parasite resistance based on their fecal egg count estimated breeding value. In addition to selecting for more parasite-resistant sheep through genetics, we could use targeted selective treatments and only treat those sheep that require treatment based on FAMACHA scoring. And then when we do have to treat those animals, utilize combination treatments. Those combination treatments will be more effective than utilizing a single dewormer alone. We can then utilize rotational grazing systems and avoid overgrazing to minimize the exposure of our animals to infective larvae. This is just one example of a potential system that could be established. There are many ways that you could approach this, and you could combine any number of these different strategies to develop an integrated parasite management plan. The key is planning ahead, developing a plan, and having those approaches in place so that you can minimize the level of infection and minimize the risk of your sheep becoming severely infected with parasites.